Pranam Guruji. In some of the texts like the Tibetan Book of Death, they mention that one should prepare for death while they are young. I also have a deep desire to live a life like a yogi to the best of my ability, but also die like a yogi. So my question is, apart from Kriya, what else do I need to do in order to prepare for death?
Why are you reading books like Tibetan Book of the Dead when there are many Indian books of the dead? I think it's a diversion from your sadhana, first of all. Sogyal Rinpoche, who wrote the Tibetan Book of the Dead, had to run away from the West because of various problems. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Now, it doesn't matter whether the Tibetan Book of the Dead says so or it doesn't say, it doesn't matter. But to be constantly knowing, not like an obsession, which is a psychological disease, but to understand that death is always with us. Needs nothing, no text is required to understand, it's a fact. Death is always with us, it doesn't go. When we used to say that before, people used to think, what rubbish. When COVID came, it suddenly started staring you right on the face. Death can come to anybody at any time. It is not like, it's not a pessimistic view, it's a fact. In fact, if that is the case, you should be happy because you will go anytime, right? Why hang on? So, Kriya is only the way by which you access the joy which is the essence which is within you. When you touch that or go closer to that, then the fear of death is not there anymore. Because then you know, a real Kriya yogi who has culminated his practice in understanding the self knows that when the body dies, I really don't die. You have read the Tibetan Book of the Dead. There is a Tibetan practice by which people try to deliberately leave their bodies and go out. But even if you leave your body and go out in your Sushma Sharira, let's say, not like a hobby, but suppose seriously, a real Kriya practitioner experiences that he is not the body. When I say real, one who is constantly practicing and trying to reach what is required. And therefore there is no fear of death. However, before you touch that, this fact you should keep in mind, that the human organism can die and disappear at any time. There is no permanency out there. So many people have come and gone, so many leaders, they are not there anymore. The teachings may be there, but they are not there. So they are gone. So this is a fact. So if it's a fact, don't be afraid of it. Why would you be afraid of a fact? If something you don't define, you can't understand, then you should be afraid. But you know, well, it's going to happen at any time. So okay, fine, let it happen. So, since you have read the Tibetan Book of the Dead, why don't you write an Indian Book of the Dead? I'm not joking. Go through the Puranas, go through the yogic texts and figure out what they say about it. Of course, it won't be as exotic as when you add the word Tibetan. In Malayalam, where I come from, we have a saying. They say, Muttatte mullakke manamilla, which means the jasmine that grows in your own garden, it doesn't smell nice. The neighbor's one smells nice. So, when something is Japanese or Tibetan, you are more attracted to it. Then when you say it's here, that's all old fare, nothing. Bhagavatam, complete stories, what is it, and so on. So we have to always keep. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said this beautifully. A guy came to him and he said, the Bhagavad Gita, he is talking to somebody else, he said, Bhagavad Gita is a wonderful book, you should read it. The Thakur said, Sri Ramakrishna said, 10 years I've been telling this guy, you should read the Gita. He says, oh, what Gita? Now some Angrez must have told him that the Gita is a good book. So he thinks. So, if I talk here, it's not so important. If I talk in MIT, it's very important. Right? So this is somewhere where we think the British have gone. They haven't. They are inside our psyche. What is the language I am communicating in? English? It's already entered the head. You have to be a little careful on this.